My hair looks crazy, but that's okay because I'm a little bit crazy. So, with that being said, hello, book amigos. It is great here, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we are doing our 2024 reading wrap up, and I'm going to share with you the books that I read, and I think this is all the books that I read for 2024. I'm not too sure. Now, I don't know how to do this professionally. This is my first wrap up video for books, and I don't want to do a review because that's not what this is about, but also because I don't want to be mean to these authors. So, I'm just going to simply say yes or no and get the show on the road. So, I'm also going to try to do this in one take because why not? I think that is something I can do, and my little magnet is falling. Okay, so I have the Osmo Pocket 3, DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and the lens, it comes with an attachment and it's a wide angle lens that you just put on there because it's a magnet. But I put a screen protector, I guess you can say, tempered glass or whatever it's called, and now the magnet doesn't stick on there. So I'm having difficulties because it keeps falling. Or it keeps like sliding down. So I'm trying very, very hard. Okay. So let's get this going. I don't know what that was, but okay. I'm drinking coffee. So, and what a pleasant surprise. You want to know at what time we're starting this video? It is currently 11:05. Let me see. Does it focus? I don't know if it focused, but it's 11:05 p.m. So, in true great fashion, let's get the show on the road, shall we? Hopefully my camera doesn't die either. Okay, one take. Ready? Go. First book I remember reading was Twisted Love. I absolutely loved the Twisted series, except for Twisted Love. It's a book that I had to push through, but it was worth it because Twisted Love then took me to Twisted Games. And I love me some good Security to princess romance. If you know, you know. So I really enjoyed that. Yes. So both of these. So this is like a, yeah, because it takes you to this, which is a yes. I really enjoyed this one. And then Twisted Games led me to Twisted Hate. This one, unpopular opinion, was my favorite. I really, really enjoyed Twisted Hate. I loved the story of Josh and Jules, and it was the most relatable to me. It seemed the most realistic. It wasn't over dramatized. It didn't seem unachievable. It seemed pretty achievable, and I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed the simplicity of it and the realistic aspect of it. Like, this can happen to my friend. Whatever happened in this book can happen to my friend, and it'd be like a cute romance story. So I really, really like that. And then Twisted Hate led me to Twisted Lies. This one, again, unpopular opinion. It wasn't. I think the morally gray aspect of Twisted Lies was too much. I don't think if, excuse me, I don't think it fit in with the plot as much as I would have wanted it to. It seemed like we need to incorporate something, so let's do that. But yes, I would say yes. So for the Twisted series, I can't hold it because I have the mic. Oh, let me. Every time I do that, I expose my double chin to you guys, and my pants are falling, so don't mind me, please. So, Twisted series, yes. Definite, yes. Read it, read it, read it. You have to push through. You will love. Not very many people love, and very many people love, but for me, it was opposite. Push through, love, and push through, I guess. But yes, Twisted series, again, yes, for the millionth time. And then, after that, I read Archer's voice. I really liked Archer's voice. Now, Archer's voice, I've heard a lot of people say that it's made them cry. I, however, did not cry. I didn't find the need to cry during Archer's voice. It did make me mad and very upset. Because these characters, man, sometimes I catch myself yelling, communication is key. But the highlight of this book for me, I know I didn't share a highlight for the other books, but that's okay. But the highlight for this book is that it has a cross-stitching quote, I guess, metaphor. I don't know what to call it. But I don't remember who says it, but basically the point is that a cross-stitching thing, once it's complete, the front, what people see is beautiful. It's this beautiful masterpiece, but the back is full of knots and strings that go this way and that way and knots and everything, and it's a mess. It's chaotic, and that is the beauty of being a human. You know, you can be nice, but there's a lot to people, and there's things that we don't know unless we take the time. So if we took the time to look at every knot that's made at the back of a cross stitch thing, a cross stitch frame, a cross stitch, whatever it's called, if we took the time to see where every knot is coming from, then we know the story behind it, you know? So if we took the time to get to know somebody and untie their knots, we'd get to know them for who they are. So I don't know. As a cross stitcher, I really appreciated that analogy in Archer's voice, and I also like that I had a few friends who read it, and when they got to that part, they texted me and were like, "Hey, I thought about you because of the cross stitching thing." So that was really, really nice. Archer's voice, yes, you might cry based on what other people say. You might cry. So yes, but maybe grab a box of tissues. Next, I have a love-hate relationship with this gimbal thingy because it follows me. So I can't even move. I'm also talking very, very fast, and I feel like I'm out of breath. So I'm going to drink some water, but I'm going to make sure to put this to the side. Because last time you guys can hear me gulp, I did not like that. And I'm sure you didn't either. All right. The next book I'm going to talk about is I think it's this one. How We Named the Stars by Andres Ordorica. I think that's how you say it. This one is a yes. I really enjoyed this book. I think it's a spectacular story. It's basically two dudes that went off to college, freshmen in college, and one has it all and the other one doesn't. And it's just navigating through life and coming of age and finding their place in the world. So I really like this. I am a fan of books that are relatable and they have a premise for real life. I am a sucker for something that seems that can happen to me, or it can happen to my friend, or it did happen to my friend, or it happened to my dad or my brother or my sister or my mom, whoever. I like when I can relate to things, and that just makes reading so much better for me, because then that tie is 10 times more stronger. That's not a sentence. It's like 10 times stronger, and I really, really enjoy that. So this is a yes, and it's a lot of that. I would definitely recommend it. I'm trying to think what else can I say about this book. I think for now that's it. Yes, you should read it. I don't want to spoil it. I don't know how to do these things without spoiling, so I don't want to keep talking because then I feel like I'm going to spoil. But I also feel like I'm not feeding you guys information other than, yes, you should read it, and that's it. But yes, you should read it, and that's it. After that book, I don't remember what I read after, but this one. They both at the end. I don't know if I can say that. By Adam Silvera. I actually listened to the audio of this, and oh my gosh. Something I really, really liked about this book, and like a highlight, is that the author, I don't know if he quoted it in here or I saw it on a video interview or something, but he basically said that he spoiled the book at the beginning of the book. And that is 100% true. He literally wrote the ending of the book at the beginning of the book. And I loved that. I loved every bit of that because it made it that much more interesting. It made me want to read and made me want to know because I was already fed the ending. But I am also weird. I also like when things get spoiled. So, for example, if I'm watching a TV show or a series or whatever and I find it boring, I'm just going to turn it off. But if you go and spoil it for me and I'm like, oh my gosh, I like that. Now I have to push through it and watch it because I want to get to that part. So I think that's what happened here. It was spoiled and I was like, oh, I need to know more. Give me more. So I kept reading and I loved it. And I think you should read it. This one is worth reading. If you don't want to read it, buy it for someone who you think should read it because it is great. I really, really enjoyed it. Yes, 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 and yes. Next, we got I went out of my comfort zone. And I read something that I usually don't read, but I liked it a little bit, I think. I'm not sure. I didn't finish quite yet because I got busy doing other stuff, but book one of the Cat and Mouse series duet, Haunting Adeline. I think it's a little bit overrated. And I think that's an unpopular opinion. Did I enjoy it? Yes. Why did I enjoy it? I enjoyed it because I am an author. I enjoyed it because this gives insight on something that I, one, haven't read, and two, don't write. So, as an for author purposes and as an author, this served as research, and it made it comfortable to want to dabble into things that are outside of my comfort zone. So for that, I am grateful for this book. Not saying I'm gonna go write dark romance, but you never know. Just kidding. Um, I feel like I shouldn't like it, but I do like it. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever. But yes, oh, this reminds me of a book that I read, and I don't know. I don't remember if I read it last year or this year. But Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. Oh my gosh. If you have not read Just Beating by Jennifer Hartman, no, Just Beating, Still Beating. I suck at remembering names. I hate this. This is one of the things that I need to get better at because uh I need to know. Hartman. Wait. Still Beating. Yeah, Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. I will show you the artwork for that. So that is Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. If you have not read this, you should. This is one of those books that I recommend to everybody. And the thing with this book is that I really, really liked it and it was psychologically incredible. But it's one of those books that I just felt like I'm not supposed to like. Like, you're not supposed to like the story that's in this book, yet you like it. And it's confusing, but I enjoyed it. And Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman is a definite, definite, definite yes. I actually have June 1st by Jennifer Hartman in my TBR, and I'm super duper stoked to read that because I like Jennifer Hartman. I really do. But going back to what I was talking about, this, based on a yes or no, I think it's based off of what you like and your preference. I think check the triggers, make sure you're okay with it, and you decide. I think this is a you decide book. And then I needed a palate cleanser because Yeah. I'm also a big believer in palette cleansers. So, in between the Twisted series, which was this one, in between each book, I read a different book because if I sat down and read the entire series, that's just too much, especially because it's the same characters throughout the series. They all make appearances in each book, and obviously they're written by the same author. So I think it becomes a little predictable, the writing style and everything. And I just had to have palette cleansers in between the books. Um, and that's just the way it is. That's like, I guess another example of that would be Frida McFadden, the housemaid's secrets, and the housemaid is watching. And honestly, I think any Frida McFadden book, it's just her style and the way that she writes books that you know that there's a twist and turn coming at some point. You don't know what it is, but you know that it's coming. And that's just exactly how I feel about series. So I have to include palette cleansers in between. And so this was one of them. I talked about it in a recent video, The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore. This is your typical Hallmark movie. And it's exactly that. Whatever you think of a Hallmark movie is what this is. It had a little bit of everything. It was cute. It was it made me angry. It made me feel things. This was also my first Barnes and Noble book club book that I read, and I'm so glad that I got to participate in that. I encouraged myself to do it, and I did it. I went out of my comfort zone, and for that, I am proud of myself. Um, but this one, I would say yes, read it. It's worth the read. And then I have one that this one, the next one is, it's a good one. It's a good one. And this one is very dear and near to my heart because this was the debut novel of my friend Catherine Bell, and it's titled Havenwood. Havenwood is her debut novel, and it's a cozy fall vibes book, and I really liked it. I liked the romance of it. I liked the mystery that's in it. I liked the whole coffee shop um, situation that was in there, the vibes, I guess you can call them. It's very Gilmore Girls coded, but I really, really, really enjoyed it, and I think you would too. So if you like to support indie authors, please, please, please go check out my friend Catherine Bell and purchase her debut, Havenwood, because you will not regret it. This is a definite yes in my books. Yes, 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 and yes. Why is it that I start recording and my phone starts going off? Like, nobody contacts me at all during the day, but I start recording and it's just like everybody wants my attention all of a sudden. Where were you 3 hours ago when nobody was giving me attention? Okay, enough of the weirdness. Up next, this is also out of my comfort zone, reading zone, whatever, but I did decide to dabble into fantasy. So, I was reading, or I read, Powerless by Lauren Roberts. And by I read, I mean I did not finish it. But the book is good. I like it. I like what I'm reading. It's a slow burn. I like it. I really do. However, I have a personal problem. And my personal problem is that it reminds me of the Hunger Games. And because it reminds me of the Hunger Games, my brain is trying to connect these characters with the characters of the Hunger Games, and it just doesn't work that way. So, I had to put the book down and try to get my head clear and away from the Hunger Games because it's nobody else's fault other than myself. Like, this is a me problem. This is a personal problem that I need to solve personally because my brain needs to stop connecting dots that are not supposed to be connected. And it's upsetting because I don't know how to stop that. But I did like it. I did like it. I do like it. And I will finish it. It's It's up there. I'm trying to convince you guys that I really did enjoy what I read, because I did. I just had to put it down, and I hope you guys understand this. I had to put it down because of my own personal issues with connecting this book to the Hunger Games. And I know there's a whole thing about this book and it relating to the Hunger Games, but I just couldn't step away from seeing it. And I had to clear my mind, so I put it down. You know, when they say you can't fix something, walk away. Walk away and come back with a clear mind. So I did just that. Those are all the books that I read, or I guess that I read and started and didn't finish for the year of 2024. Along with these, I did 3 beta reads. I don't know if I can talk about them. I think I can talk about at least one of them, but they were all different. Beta reading is interesting to say the least, but I really, really enjoyed it. My friend Ryan Webb is releasing his novel in January. I don't know when, but it is titled A Gay Man's Guide to Divorce, I believe. And that was super duper good. I loved it. But again, that is very hyper focused on real life events, real life scenarios, and things that can happen in real life to you, to me, to anybody. So I really, really enjoy that because, like I said earlier, I like being able to relate and connect with the things that I'm reading. Now, a book that I have half in that I've read half in 2024 and I'm probably going to finish in 2025 is none other than Fourth Wing. You guys saw that I started this a few videos ago as an audio, and I'm still reading it, but I blame the holidays. The holidays got in the way, and I haven't picked it up in a week, maybe, or 2. I don't remember how long it's been. So I'm actually contemplating starting it all over because I may be like 5 chapters in. So I don't know if that counts for 2024 or not. Probably not because I didn't finish it. Another one that I read, I think I told you guys. Did I mention it? I read In Desperate Ruins by Grace Elena, I think it's her name. And I read that on here. I liked it. That was a best friend falls in love with best friend's dad, or falls for best friend's dad, something like that, if I'm remembering correctly, because as you guys have probably noticed, I suck at this. So with that being said, my goal for 2024 was to read 10 books. 10. Yes. And I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 books. And I have to throw this in there real quickly, but I also read Without a Choice by me, G.R. Luna. And I read this book at least 10 times before I released it. And I'm going to get into it because I'm going to release basically part 2 of my 2024 wrap up. And it's going to be all about my author wrap up for 2024, which is going to be all about this, Without a Choice. So be on the lookout for that video. I don't know if it is acceptable or frowned upon to post 2 videos on YouTube, but I really think I want to do it. See what I'm telling you? Now my mother is contacting me. Ay, ay, ay. So that's going to be part 2 of this. This is part 1, 2024 reading wrap up, and then we're going to do part 2, 2024 writing wrap up, or author wrap up. I don't know what I want to call it just yet, but keep an eye out for that. It might be posted on the same day. I'm still dabbling on what I want to do. This might be released earlier, and then the other one, I don't know if I want to do like 9 a.m. and then the other one 12 p.m. or if I want to do 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Point being, there's going to be 2 parts. So keep an eye out for that. My goals for 2025, I think it's going to be a separate video as well. And I think that is coming on January 1st or 2nd. I don't remember, but I will let you know. Stay tuned. We got some stuff coming up, and I also have an exciting announcement coming up, and that pertains my debut novel, which if you saw my short that I made, then you know what the announcement is. So again, thank you so much for watching these videos. Leave a comment down below. Tell me, how many books did you read? What was your favorite read of 2024? Did you read any of the books that I read? And yeah, I want to know. I want to know it all. And I'm thinking on the spot. I'm trying to, again, one take, out of here. Hit record and I'm out. So hopefully this works out in my favor, because this is the only clip I got. And I can see I'm already at 26 minutes. So I need to stop talking. Leave a comment, thumbs up, subscribe, share the video, do whatever you got to do. And I will catch you in the next video, which is part 2 of the 2024 wrap-up author edition. Maybe that's the title. 2024 wrap-up book edition. And then 2024 wrap-up author edition. I like it. Me gusta, me gusta, me gusta. Okay, anywhoosie, I will catch you in the next video. Toodles!